this is JJ, and today what I have for you is I'm going to do a real quick review on a cool little product. It is a clearly filtered, that's the name of the company, clearly filtered canteen. And the way this thing works is it's pretty cool. It is a water bottle, BPA free and all that has the filter in the cap. So as you can see, it's got the filter right in here, and this is a charcoal based filter, and it filters out 99.9% of all Cryptosporidium, Giardia, bacteria, viruses, and those kind of things. And I'll have a breakdown on the specs of this particular bottle and their filters at the end of this video here. One of the things I like about this particular bottle is obviously that it is designed to be very similar to a GI canteen. And so I've got a GI canteen over here, and as you can see, you know, they're basically the same size. This is 38 ounces is the capacity for it, and you know, like I said, they're, you know, pretty much identical. The neck on this one is a lot wider, which is actually nice because it makes it easier to fill, which we'll do here in just a second. And this one is also squeezable, so you can squeeze you know, the water to help, or the canteen to help push the water out through the filter as well. And as you can see, it's designed to fit right down there inside of your normal GI canteen carrier. It's a little bit looser than the regular GI one, but it's pretty close. I mean, it fits in there okay. You might want to put a little bit of a, you know, cravat or something down in there to keep it from rattling around too much if that was a concern for you. But anyhow, you know, I think it's cool because a bunch of people have these. A bunch of people have got the old GI containers, and you know, they use them with their canteen cup. I mean, pretty much everybody, you know, has the same old standard thing, and you know, it's a good pair. They work well together, and anyhow, I just think it's kind of cool. So why don't we go ahead and get down here. I found a little water source here, and it's just open groundwater, and you know, it's not coming from a spring or anything like that, so I need to make sure that I get it filtered, and I'm going to go ahead and filter it out with this and kind of show you guys how that works. Okay, so I've got my water source here, and what I did to prepare this to make it a little bit easier, you know, to get the water in the canteen and all that kind of stuff, is I just kind of cleared out an area right here, and I kind of dug it down so it's a little bit deeper than, you know, it was only just like a ½ inch or so thick as it was running across here. And I kind of dug out a little bit of a pool and just kind of pulled that stuff to the side, and that way when I'm you know, putting the water in here, I don't have as much turbidity and you know, dirt and grime and sand and grit and all that kind of stuff. Because even though this is a filter, the less of that turbidity that you have in your initial water source, the longer this filter will last. And this one is supposed to last an average of 100 gallons. Okay, so that's quite a lot. I mean, most people don't use water filters out in the woods, you know, all that often. This is more of an emergency kind of thing. I mean, I suppose if you spend a lot of time out there, and maybe you'll go through it. But anyhow, so let's go ahead and pull this off here. Oh, and one other thing I forgot to show you is the mouthpiece is just like basically the top of a sport bottle, and you just pop that up, and then you'll just drink from it just like this. So let's go ahead and fill it up here. Now, one thing you do want to do is before you take this out to the woods, you want to go ahead and rinse it just with some tap water or something along those lines, and that's going to get any of the charcoal dust and all that kind of stuff out of there, and you know, maybe half a bottle or something like that through it, and it's pretty much totally clean. Alright, so that's got me about half full out of that. Now if I need to, I can just take my canteen cup, fill it up the rest of the way. Now I'm going to show you guys. As you can see, this is still pretty nasty stuff. It's still got quite a bit of dirt and grime and all that in there, and I wouldn't want to drink that without it being filtered for sure. So, alright. So the way this works is once you get it on there, get it tight, you just got this little pop top here, and then so you can either squeeze it out just like that, or you can just tip it up and suck it right out of the bottle, and it's good. Let me show you here what the filtered water looks like. Rinse the cup out just to show you that it is clean. Alright, and you can see the water is crystal clear. So the filter works great. The water tastes good. I mean, geez, it tastes just like it came out of the tap, or even cleaner maybe. So let's see, some of the other features on this bottle, like I said, is it is squeezable, so that you can squeeze the water out of there. It does have a cap. The cap could be a little bit more heavy duty, but it stays on there. Now, one of the other things I like about this is that, well, it's cheap, number one, and you know, they run about $39.95. You can get those at clearlyfiltered.com, and they've got a full variety of water bottle products and those kinds of things out there. But with this particular one, what I like is that the filter cartridge, and I think most of their bottles are the same way, it is replaceable. And don't hold me to it. I'll have to look, but I want to say that the filter itself is $25, which is pretty affordable, really, for, you know, having the capacity to filter 100 gallons. That's not too bad at all. So all it does is it just screws right on top there, and you just put it in there, and you're good to go. Okay, so a couple other things with this bottle are that basically once you fill it up, when you get it new, the amount of pressure required to kind of pull the water through the filter, I would say, is pretty equivalent to like a McDonald's shake through the the McDonald's straw. That's about the amount of pressure that you have to kind of put on it, or suction you got to put on it to pull the water through. So it's really not too bad at all. It's not uncomfortable, or it's not really difficult, or anything like that. But you do have to, you do got to pull that through the filter, so it does take some degree of effort. And the way that you tell that the filter is done, because obviously you're probably not going to measure exactly how many times you use this and all that kind of stuff, the way that you can tell that the filter has reached the end of its life, or the end of the 100 gallons, is that it will essentially become clogged, and you're not going to be able to get the water to come through it. Okay, and when that happens, when you can just you just can't do it with the normal amount of force or whatever, then you know that you're starting to get clogged up. So that's kind of a way to gauge when the filter is at the end of its life. So pretty cool little product. If you guys haven't seen these, if you haven't heard of them, I recommend you go out and take a look at it, and give it a try. See what you think. I think if I was to rate this bottle, I would probably put it at about 7 stars. 7 out of 10 is kind of my rating for it. And the only reason it's not higher is a couple things. Like I said, one, I think the cap here is just a little bit cheap. I'd like to see that be a little bit more heavy duty. And the second thing is I would like to see the bottle widened just a little so that it fit perfectly inside the USGI Canteen cup. So that's just a suggestion for Clearly Filtered. If they wanted to make any modifications to it, that's what I would do. But love the concept of being able to take the bottle right to any water source, and you're you're filtering out 99.9% of Cryptosporidium, Giardia, bacteria, viruses, all that kind of stuff. So you can drink from pretty much any water source with this. And you know, I like that, just being able to grab it, put it right in here, and go. You don't have to wait for your water purification tablets to, you know, to activate. You don't have to boil it. You don't have to do anything like that. So, you know, this kind of bottle would be a pretty good bottle for like a get-home bag, or you know, just a wilderness survival kit, or even a bug-out bag. You know, where you might be out there for a little bit more extended period of time, and you want to have that, you know, that capacity to be able to filter a lot of different water. So anyhow, guys, this has just been a quick review on the clearly filtered Sport Canteen. And like I said, you can pick it up on their website, and their customer service is excellent. They ship very quickly. You know, they do a good job, and I think that you're probably going to see a lot more from them, you know, breaking into this market. So anyhow, guys, thanks for watching, and if you found this useful, and you know, I always appreciate it when you like and subscribe, and you know, share it with your friends on your favorite social media and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, thanks for watching, and we will be back with another video here real quick. Stay safe.